So, hi everybody, it's Riikka from Puppet Blog here today, and we're making something Christmassy. I'm not sure if that's a word, but hey, I just used it. So, when thinking about this show, I actually made 3 projects, and this is the third one because I wasn't pleased with the 2 previous ones. I made a Christmas card and I threw that away because I didn't like it. Then I started to make a layout and that wasn't feeling right. But this was something I wanted to share because I thought it was a fun idea. I actually stumbled on something similar, like it was an album cover and it had cards. I'm not sure if it was Christmas cards or whatever, but this one is for Christmas cards to like keep them, memory keep them, so you can just check next year or maybe even the year after that which cards you have received. So here we go, and the cards of course inside are something we have got in our family. It's a quite slim, but I'm optimistic and chose the big rims because usually we get a lot of cards, but there has been some issues with the Finnish post office. But yeah, enough about talking, let's start doing. So I'm using the base for my mini album, or to cover, just a piece of a cardboard box. Because, well, it has a lovely texture also, and of course you can use your beautiful patterned papers as well, but as it's just something to hold the cards together, I didn't feel that it had to be that special or pretty paper. So let's just cut it. Of course, depending on the size you are anticipating, you can make it bigger or smaller. But to me, one of the fun parts of mini albums is that they are chunky and they're not like even. To me, this is perfect that the cards are like bulging from all the sides. To me, that's something I like. If you don't like it, then maybe you can do a smaller like cover first, and then see all the Christmas cards you're getting, and then attach it to a bigger piece so that everything is going to be hidden underneath. Or then the other option, of course, is that you cut the cards to appropriate sizes. And I'm just cutting. My paper cutter can't cut through the whole thing, so I'm just kind of making lines for myself and then cutting the piece with the scissors. I hope I remembered the measurements correctly. Yeah, it's somewhat at least the same width and even height. Great. So it was about 11 centimeters times 16.5. Oh, hello. There's a lot of Finnish people there. Hey, hey. And now comes the hard part. I actually marked this side for myself, so let's hope that I didn't flip it over. Come on. It seems that I flipped it, but never mind. In the cardboard boxes, the other side is usually easily removable, and the other side you can tear and tear and tear and tear and it won't come off. As you can see here, I didn't rip it all the way through, but most of the cardboard showing, or the, how do you say it, corrugated, those waves. Sorry, I'm lost for words now. And of course, because this is like Christmas or winter knee album, we need some snow, and we're going to use gesso for it. If I can just open the jar, yes. And I'm kind of dry brushing it, so I had a wet brush, so I was just, it's not cleaning, drying. Oh gosh, sorry for my English today. Drying it for a bit. And mostly I'm going against the waves, so there's not that much gesso underneath, but near the edges I'm going also along the waves or the surface, so there's kind of snowy edges and then just frost on top. Does that make any sense? I'm sorry, by the way, if my phone rings in the middle of the show. I'm waiting for a parcel and it should have arrived a bit earlier, but well, it didn't. So here we go. Just a bit more. Yeah. And then I'm using a piece of pattern paper from Prima. This is one of my favorites from the Christmas collection, Sweet Peppermint collection. I really like the stripes. So I just used this funny little part I have left. Of course you can make it smaller or make it bigger. But if you have like leftover pieces from the Christmas cards you're doing, or then just some other projects, this is the perfect place to use them. I'll use both double-sided tape and glue to attach the piece, because plain double-sided tape, even though I usually use that for everything, that maybe doesn't cut it because of the corrugated surface, the waves, because there's ups and downs, so there's not that much actually place for the tape to hold. So let's add some glue to the center as well, so the piece won't fall off. Go. Yep. Then where did I put the twine? There. Hi everybody. There's Joanne. There's Birkis. There's Susan. There's a lot of people. Hello. Welcome and thank you for coming. So the next step, I'm just adding some baker's twine. I happen to have this red and white stripes. I thought it would make perfect little detail to the Christmas card cover. Oops. Come. Here we go. Like so. And as you can see from this one, whoops, sorry, I added a little tag on the inside as well, kind of to finish it, because I didn't want to cover this up so much, but just at one it's a bit boring looking. So if we add one of the stickers here, it's like more like you have meant everything to show. And then you can, for example, write ho 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 there, or maybe the year if you don't add it to the cover, or something. Here we go. Let's flip it over again. This is the, well, the most important side. And then I'm just doing some layering, like kind of flat layers first. And to me, these two collections, the Sweet Peppermint from Prima and the Cotton Candy Dreams from 7 Dot Studio, they are a perfect fit with the teal and the red. To me, that's a good combination. Like so. Maybe I'll add some of the tape now and maybe some of it later. But this golden foil washi tape with little stars just on top, some glittery stuff, and then it's the main part. I'm sorry, I'm thinking I'm way too fast again. But well, maybe I'll use how much? 45 minutes to make the embellishments to the cover. Sorry, that's maybe impossible for me, but let's see. If you have any questions about anything, please ask, because otherwise we're going to finish so early. Oh, there's a newer fan of the same color combination. Yeah, that's something I'm usually drawn to, like colors that are near each other in the color wheel. For example, orange and red, or then teal and green. But these are almost the opposite colors, and this is something I really like, which is really puzzling, because normally I try to avoid those harsh contrasts. I find them hard. But yeah, I'm using the soft matte gel as my adhesive and kind of heavily applying it to the surface. Kind of a streak form going over the sticker and the pattern paper. There we go. And as this soft matte gel is adhesive, it's acrylic based. It's glue, so you need to put your brush in water, or otherwise you have a lovely brush to use to your canvas. It's get like hard. And then for the snow part, I'm using the art stones. First I apply the bigger ones, because they need the most adhesive to really stick. These are really light, so even though they are added here, it's not like the cover is going to be heavy, even though they are called stones, but it's like a matchbox kind of weight, really light. But first, big ones. Maybe I'll just add that cap right away, because otherwise I tilt it, and then it's not enough with the 45 minutes me gathering spilled stones. And then I'm kind of filling it in with the smaller stones, because they go all to the little gaps there are between the bigger ones. And when you look at like snow, maybe not snowflakes, but Once note there's like these bigger lumps and smaller lumps. Of course you can use either one, just big ones or the small ones, but I like the combination. Oops. Now there's a couple of the big ones in the small jar. Oh, never mind. I actually use the stones also to make a shaker. Oh, as we have time, I'm sorry, I'm going to grab my planner and show it. And just make this kind of Christmas shaker with art stones inside. It's just transparency, which I sewed with the sewing machine and added the art stones inside. But you can use the same technique in cards as well. Yeah, but now we have the snow there, and then we need the flowers. So for the flowery part, I'm going to use a couple of different things. I have the sweet peppermint ephemera pack. There's all sorts of different, of course you can use something like this even, but I'm looking for something smaller. Let's put that one on hold. Then of course that one, that's small. That's a bit too much. That's small. Let's see. That one there. Maybe something from those. And the ephemera pack comes also with some stickers. So let's keep those at hand. Then we have some gorgeous golden leaves. I'm needing a couple of these. And then smaller and bigger flowers. As I used red one there, maybe I will go with the minty, teal or minty one here. Let's put those two out, for example. And then the smaller flowers. To me it's always easy if I have like a variety of sizes when I'm doing a cluster, because if all the flowers or embellishments are, sorry, can you make anything up when I'm tearing the packaging apart at the same time? Sorry, but yeah, when you have a variety of sizes, it makes easier to make the composition, because if all your flowers are exactly the same size, it's really hard to, for example, get big flowers, like 3 big flowers to fit on a page, because usually then it's about the flowers and not about the photo or anything else. So it's good to have something bigger, something smaller, so you can make one like the centerpiece and then gather all other things around it. But I'm kind of mimicking this composition I did here. And sorry, the composition word is really difficult for me. I always struggle with that one. So the leaves go underneath. Then which one? Maybe that one. And though it's maybe a teeny tiny bit small, but it's a bit different than the first one. Then maybe that one. Yes, I now have a bit more space than the first one. Maybe you can even add a couple of that die cuts there. Like so. No, I'm liking the white one there. Okay, let's glue those in. Of course, you can use gel medium as well if you're worried that the album will it hold, as if you're adding the cards and browsing through the cards, it has kind of a lot of wear and tear maybe, then gel medium is your savior. But I'm just using the regular glue now. I can always glue these back in using the gel medium if it seems that they are not holding or it's not sturdy enough. I'm kind of trying to keep the leaves kind of flat because they're kind of making the background, and then the rest of the embellishments are, building the height. Seems that that's not sticking. I think mine maybe not even put glue yet. Now, there we go. Then just a sticker. Oh dear. Or holiday magic. Maybe holiday magic. Because it's always a magical feeling when you're getting an actual card, not an email or a message, but something actual that the postman delivers. It's kind of a rarity nowadays, so it's always fun to have actual snail mail and actually have that, because there has now been, at least here in Finland, because Christmas time is really demanding on the post office, there has now been a bit missing things here and there. Yeah, let's make the title. I hope I don't want to have okay. So I used something for it. J. Yeah. Card. Yeah. You can use any alpha, or if you want, or if you have like 3 different packs and just a few letters left, you can mix them easily in a project like this. And maybe use an alcohol marker or paint if you want them to be of the same color. But depending how you layered the things underneath, it might look even fun if they are of red and teal and black and white. Something that just fits to the color scheme. Or then you can always gesso over the letters and turn them white. Oh yeah, that's true. Coal is also a good thing. I mean, we all are busy, and it's handy to send a quick message every now and then, but actually sending something concrete, just a note, or then, like you said, there's on your phone, that's something special, makes it feel more special. There you go. I added a piece of the washi tape on top of the letters for 2 reasons. For one, it's just to keep them down, because when I was doing the first one, they kept curling up, the letters, and I was afraid that if I actually use it as a cover, then by the end of the December it says something like Z, and all the letters are missing. So this is partly to keep the letters from falling, but also I felt that the black letters I used were just a little bit harsh, because it's kind of a pastel color all the way through. So adding a bit of washi tape on top kind of takes the harsh black or dims it down a bit. So for me that was the reason. Of course I could have used just gesso over it. And then let's add the year, because of course it's fun to know which year, even though the post stamps, what are they, postmarks, if they have those, they have a date. There we go, 16. And the final touch, some pearls. It was so fun to see last Monday, because the fabulous Yasmin was using the same pearls, and I was like kind of laughing that we kind of use hand in hand, same similar products, but in a totally different way. Cards. Well, if you want to keep an eye on what you're eating during the Christmas. True. Actually, when I'm looking into here, it doesn't look like a bee, but when I'm looking at all over the screen, then it says actually carbs. Yeah. But I'm trying to be modern, because nowadays everybody's watching what they're eating, so this is a Christmas food diary. Ha ha. Yeah, then a couple of pearls, just to give it some extra bling. It's always good to use like uneven amount, so 3 or 5 or 7. And there we have it. It's done. Sorry. What I did here is I used the Fiskars hole punch, and I thought to make it 3 just because I was anticipating that the cards are of different sizes. So for example, you can see here that the smaller card is still attached to the mini by 2 rings. If I would only have used 2, then it would have only 1 ring, and then it would be falling off all kinds of directions. So it was easier to do with 3, and hope that at least 2 of the rings keep each card in place. But I'm not doing the holes right now, because otherwise all of the things are falling off, because the glues are still wet. But yeah, that's something you can do afterwards. And then of course punch holes to each card. For example, here I had the, I'm trying to cover it because I didn't ask for permission to show the photo, but now you can't see who it is. So I tried to put the card so it's not evenly here, but so that I wouldn't have to punch a hole through the photo. So with the 3 rings it's easier, and if you don't mind the cards going a bit over the album, it's easier to kind of fiddle and see that you're not putting a huge hole on somebody's face or something. That's not cool. But okay, thank you for coming today. And this is my last like regular artist live show. I'm starting to work like full day, 37.5 hours per week next year. So I just unfortunately had to cut some of my hobbies a bit, so I can manage. So thank you for coming. I'm wishing you all the best of holidays, and please don't go yet, because I was just thinking if somebody wants to have the album cover for their cards, obviously they will have the cards first and the album cover is going to follow because of the posting time. But if somebody wants it, I'm going to give it away, raffle it. So just stick on. I'm going to stop recording soon and then let's do the raffle thing. But again, thank you so much for joining today and each Monday, and thank you for everything. And I'm going to be back. Yeah, I'm going to do some guest appearances every now and then. So you're going to see me still. But happy holidays and all the best for the 2017. So thank you, and please stay on if you want to stay in for the raffle. Okay, bye for now.